Hello, class third. A very good morning to all of you. I hope all my kids are doing fine and healthy at their home or at their place. So, class third, as you all know that we have begun with a new chapter of EVS, which is work we do. And in our yesterday's session, we have discussed about various types of works that are done by the people, like somebody was a doctor, and we have learned that the function of the doctor. So now in our today's session we are going to discuss page number 83 and 84 of our NCERT, and these questions have to be done in the book itself. Okay, every one of you have to do these questions in the book itself. So now let's begin with the session. So class, you can see that what kind of work do people do in your neighborhood? Do name any 5. What are these workers called? So class, we all have neighborhood and we know that certain people perform certain type of work. So what you have to do that here we have to write down the work that is done by the various people in our neighborhood. Okay, so now let's begin. We can write that with the first example, repairs cars and scooters. So what do we call that? A mechanic. So we know that mechanic repairs cars and scooters. So next is doctor. So what is the work of the doctor? Is treating the patients. The work of the doctor is to treat the patients. Next we can talk about fruit seller. As the name suggests, fruit seller, the work of the fruit seller is selling the fruits. We have seen in the vegetable market that a fruit seller sells the fruit, a vegetable seller sells the vegetable. Next is about cook. So we all know that a cook makes food. So the delicious food is made by the cook and it is his duty, or you can say the work. Next is about shopkeeper. So we all know that class, what is the work of shopkeeper? So a shopkeeper performs work like selling items on a shop. If we go to the shop, we see that there are so many items kept, and the duty of the shopkeeper is to sell those items, or he can deliver these items in our neighborhood. So you have to write down the works. So next question class, in the picture on the first page of the lessons, so we have seen that on the first page of the lesson we have seen so many pictures. So in the picture of the first page of this lesson, some buildings have been shown. Put a red on the names of the buildings and also put a green or any other color on the names of those buildings that are there in your neighborhood. So class, in page number 80 we can see that there are buildings that have a name. For example, a post office is written in the yellow color, so you have to put a red on the name of these buildings. So you can just mark with the red color on the name of these buildings, and you can mark with a different color on the name of those buildings that you see in your neighborhood. Just like in the page number 81 we see school also. We know we can see the school, we see the hospital, we see a shop, as well as in the neighborhood we can see post office, we can see school, we can see college. So whatever things that we see in the neighborhood, for example, some of you see a post office in your neighborhood, so you can mark with a post office. Some of you can see a petrol pump. So whatever you see is like a temple, also bus stand, you can mark it with the help of any color. You can mark it with the help of green color, blue color, pink color. So you can mark any things that you see in your neighborhood. Can be a post office, telephone booth, school, dharmshala, cinema hall, petrol pump. So you have to mark those names of the buildings that you see in your neighborhood. Now moving on the page number 83 of the NCERT class, we can see that write the names of any 5 buildings and the work done in them. So you have to write down the name of any 5 buildings and you have to write down the work that is done there. For example, if we talk about hospital, so what type of work is done in the hospital? So treating of patients, vaccination of children is given in the hospital. So similarly in the school, what the children does, they are meant to study, so children study in the school. Similarly class, in bank we deposit our money, so we deposit our money and sometimes when needed we also take out those money. Next is post office. So we all know that post office, we send our letters to there and from there they will deliver to our loved ones. Next is about hotel. So we all go in the hotel and eat delicious food. So next question class, in the pictures you saw many people work together to build a building. School is also one such place where many people work. So class, in the image that was there in page number 80, we have seen that many people were working together to build something new. So similarly class, if we talk about the school, so school is also one such place where so many work is being performed with people. So we have to write what work is done in the school. So we have to write down what work is done in the school. For example, children study, teacher teaches, everyone goes for the morning prayer, children plays different games, children sings, dance, children learn, they do experiment. So we do different types of activities in the school. For example, we study, we sing, we dance, we go for the morning prayers, we play football, hockey, badminton in the school, we practice for the drama. So these are the activities that are done in the school. So next question, are there any children in the picture who are not going to the school? What are they doing? So yes class, we have seen that there are certain children that are not going to the school, and one children that we saw in the picture was serving the tea to the customer. So what are they doing? Some children are playing, some children are helping their father in selling the fruits, as well as some is serving tea to the customer. You can see in the page number 80 that some children are helping their father in selling the fruits. Similarly, you can also see that in the first image a boy is selling tea to the customers. So you can see in the images that children are doing various type of work. Some is helping their father in selling the fruits, as well as someone is helping in selling the tea to the customer. So class, please make sure to do these questions in your book itself and submit the work on time. Thank you.